Pretty much it. It's not complicated. It actually really is simple. It's just it's the wording that's complicated. And I admit I'm probably bad at trying to explain it because I never had to. Okay, if you played any game like that as a party system, the party that you get to control is the playable characters. Like, say, you, Brittany, Dan, Adrian, Lolo. You guys would be the playable characters in the party. I would be the DM, be the game itself. NPCs, like store clerks, random enemy encounters, bosses, all that. You guys would do all the work that involves the playable character part. I would just be the game itself as a DM. That's, I think, the simplest way I could describe it. If Dan or Brittany have a better way of doing it, then please contribute. Internet went Wawa. That sucks.
James, you owe me a soda.
I'll get right on sending you one. Hopefully it will not be flat by the time it gets...
Also, 420, blaze it on 420.
Yeah, 3 hours ago that applied for me.
GG for you.
Hey, last night I told my friend it was 420. They needs to leave it milk and cookies out for Snoop Dogg.
And I would say gin and juice would be a better option.
It would, but he also might want milk and cookies after all that gin and juice. I mean, Snoop Dogg probably looks at the guy who does like milk and cookies. Let's explain. I barely even know what I'm doing when I play. Windstream is the worst. Also, yeah, 3 hours ago. Well, I figured Brittany might have an idea. I mean, you play Pathfinders, but then I remembered, yeah, I don't think you DM'd anything, so that would be hard to explain to anyone. Is it? I just realized it's kind of bad. I kind of want to say, speaking of, I do want to go get wine. I'm just going to ask out of curiosity, how much wine have you had in the past week, Adrian? I'm just asking for curiosity's sake.
Somewhere between a little and a copious amount.
I'm asking because I feel like it's either a lot or not as much as I'm afraid it's been. So I get what you're saying. It's more like trying to see if Samantha's role is not a DM. No, she's just a boss in the game. The DM is the zombie game itself. The demon would be, think of it. Samantha would be a mini boss. The demon would be the main boss that she becomes when it's not her final form. Well, that's what I'm really pulling almost every trope I can think of, like, for gaming out for that.
A little bit.
But hey, if it helps make sense, who cares? I mean, hell, I'm still trying to think of a way I could try convincing Adam to try playing a tabletop game. Just for the simple fact that I want to see if I can get him to try it.
I mean, he plays Magic.
Well, yeah, Magic's one thing, but getting to play like a RPG tabletop would be like a whole lot different. That's a lot of focus.
Be happy with what you get.
That's
for miracles.
It's also because I want to see if I can like branch you guys into certain games. That way, we're not always playing the same stuff.
I thought you Magic now.
Ah, damn it. Samantha, she's like controlling it behind the. She's controlling it behind the scenes. Then maybe a little bit. I'd call her more of a I don't know. I haven't played the zombie story, so I might be wrong on this one. I'd say she's more of a Deus Ex Machina. Like, yeah, she controls it all, but obviously there's something controlling her. So the demon itself may be the DM of sorts, and she'd be the Deus Ex Machina. If you had a Zwillhander?
Zweihander.
Translation for those who don't know what that means.
Two-hander.
Oh.
Zwei is two in German.
That's why I'm like, I know what the hander part means. I didn't know this.
Zweihander.
Yeah, I'm like quickly to Lola, who might know what this means. I probably also wouldn't have died if I probably also would not have died if I had enough time to do an Estus flask. Three and a half Bad memories is enough one.
Oh,
hi, Giant Swag. How you doing? I didn't even know you were there because there was so much. I thought the pink was Adrian for a minute.
Oh, the pink. There's
like,
Adrian, Black Arc, and Giant Swag. So much pink.
On mine, Black Arc's orange. That's why I just thought the pink was Adrian. See, I never asked him. I would have found out the similarities.
I don't know what Sam you're talking about.
For Call of Duty Zombies.
I would assume that she's kind of almost like Angel in Borderlands.
I didn't do Borderlands, so I would need a summing up of who she is, or they are.
She's almost like the Cortana of Borderlands.
Oh, okay. Giant Dad is best build. Yeah, maybe, yeah, because...
But Cortana, I mean, like... I just mean more or less that she's computerized female.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But no, in this case, I guess Samantha wanted one thing and Dean possessing her wants another and uses her to get its means by kind of giving her what she wants, but in its own way. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to figure out which would be the DM for tabletop thing. And I'm like, the demon technically would be, because the demon's controlling everything. So, in being that Sam thinks she's in control would make her a Deus Ex Machina, a machine of God kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, Samantha would be the Deus Ex Machina, thinking she's in control when she's not. Which in story-based things, that's always a good thing to throw in. A character that thinks they are like the god of the story, when in reality they're just another part of the machine. It's a good character development if it's done right.
If it done right.
I'm one of those people who's a slut for story, so if the story's done right, you can have as much tropes as you want. Just do the story well and don't cop out.
Can't confirm JM is a giant slut for stories.
Truth is, I'm a DM of zombies. But no, like, for example, like, if you can give me, like, this really deep psychological story, don't cop out the end and say the entire story was a dream of the main character. Because it's like, no. Say it was all that shit you made me go through. Make that the real world of that story. Don't make it some cheesy dream. You committed up till the end. No, finish the commitment. Like, that's why I get bothered by all those theories that, like, the kid shows we grew up with were darker than they were. Because, like, why not? Why can't they just be what they are? We don't need to add this dark twist to it. Like on Ed, Ed and Eddie, all the characters were dead from different time zones. And the cul-de-sac was like limbo. I'm like, it's a cool theory, yes, but like, why can't it just be simply a bunch of kids during the summer who got along? Well, relatively. Or, what was the other one? Fairly Odd Parents. Timmy is like an abused child, and Cosmo and Wanda were originally imaginary friends and all that. I'm like, why can't it just be that there's magic fairies?
Yeah, it worked, Adrian, but
yeah,
we
it did.
Now. We matchy.
Yes, you do. Both of you are purple on mine.
Matchy.
Bleed purple. Because purple is best color.
Matchy.
It could be from the fact I'm a writer. I want writing to be done well, not cheesy. And so many good stories are just, like, ruined by an author who just can't follow through on the simplest things. Oh, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, I killed the butterfly. I think I'm done getting my ass kicked by the demon. Let's see, who's going right now? Courage does really count? Wait, but does courage really count? What do you mean, does courage really count? I feel like I might have missed a part.
Courage was supposed to be dark, though. There wasn't really hiding it.
Yeah, they weren't. No, courage was dark as fuck, and they weren't like shying from that.
No.
a lot of people add these dark twists to things that were very lighthearted, but didn't fit a real-world narrative. Courage wasn't a real-world narrative because they flat-out admitted this is from the perspective of a dog. It wasn't gonna be practical or realistic in all senses. Oh, deeper meaning? I don't think there was really that much deeper meaning to Courage. I think it was flat-out what you got was what it was. It was just from the perspective...
drug trip.
But it was from the perspective of a very, very scared dog who never left his home. So of course he's going to see things as more terrifying as they are. Plus, one of his owners was kind of an asshole to him. I would be very skittish and see things as scarier than they were too. I mean, if there was a deeper meaning, they didn't come out and say it from a creator's aspect. But I also don't like how a lot of people think the show got canceled because of that episode with the cat and the bunny. Which a lot of people still think is true when it's not. It's like, no, it just ended. And that episode wasn't really that bad as people think it was. Because, oh god, it had lesbian overtones. No, it dealt with an abusive relationship. Very well, too, might I add. Boop. Oh, you blocked. Shit. Gay. But see, I never really saw it as a gay episode. I saw it as an abusive relationship one. The bunny was in an abusive relationship with the Doberman. I think it was a Doberman anyway. And the cat friend was doing everything in their power to get her friend free of that shitty situation. We didn't have to pair them as a couple. I mean, if you wanted to, that worked, I guess. But I don't think that was the intended plot of the story. If it was, then I missed that subtext. I just saw it as two girls sticking together from abusive men. Which in itself is a very good story plot that needs to be done more of. Again, I'm actually really surprised by the topics we've covered today. And not once did we submit to the cheapest of topic of butts. Come on, give me my shield back. Shit, shit, shit. Get up the stairs, get up the No! Nope, fuck you. Okay. That was it. I got nothing else in me for that one.